one of the messages that came across today was participation and having a conversation with people at the very early stage of any planning and getting people to talk about their issues. I think talking to somebody after the presentation, we were saying that actually in York, for myself personally, I would be afraid to go on a bike because of the width of the cycle lanes and the fact that the cars have got a bigger share of the road. We saw pictures in Munster of how the cycle lanes were taking up half the roadway. So I think it's trying to find out what's stopping people from doing the right thing in terms of the environment. Obviously there's a congestion issue in York in terms of if you actually reduce the amount of space for cars, isn't the congestion issue going to get worse? So I think it's about trying to balance out all of the issues really. And I know York's done an awful lot about things like electric buses and providing park and ride, and quite happily use the park and ride, very easy system to get into and access. So I think it's trying to find out about what we can do, and often, and you'll appreciate working in the NHS, the bottom line often has to be, is it going to save us money as well as save the environment? And I think that's always the difficulty with the business case, is trying to get a business case which is about money as well as the environment. And I know the Mayor of Munster is saying there is a value to things that aren't just about money.
Do you think One Planet York helps put a spotlight back on those types
I think it does, and it's good to know that we're all working in partnership on these issues. And for us, we signed up to it because it's a way of sort of saying we're not just on our own in York, although our trust is much wider than York. We're signing up with the council, and in fact, out of our discussions with the council, we now share a transport officer who helps us with our sustainable transport issues. So half the week with us and half the week with the council. So that partnership working is helping us achieve more on transport issues. And in fact, we received an award this year for sustainable and green travel plan work. So I think just the sort of partnership that you can achieve, it doesn't always move forwards as quickly as you'd like it to, but I think there are benefits in that. And I think raising the profile jointly is sometimes easier than raising that on your own, really.